What is going on, everybody? Right now we are going to take a look at iOS 12 beta 5 and compare it to iOS 12 beta 4 and seeing which one is faster. Obviously beta 5 should be faster and more stable overall, and this is more than just a speed test. I already did a review about the improvements and stuff, and I really want to hope that as the betas improve that we do see more stability. Obviously when the betas improve we're seeing more features added. With beta 5 we saw a lot of improvements, but I just don't know if it's necessarily what we want. I would love to see more features, but I would love to see more stability, especially with an iOS beta, but it's a beta so we're not going to get anything perfect. But as you can see on iOS 12 beta 4 it did end up booting faster, so that is kind of bad. I really hoped iOS 12 beta 5 would have booted up faster, but it's completely okay. And now we open up the App Store, and I believe on iOS 12 beta 5 it was a little bit slower than on iOS 12 beta 4, which is okay. Again, we don't necessarily need the most speed or anything. And in between with the maps, I think iOS 12 beta 5 opened up faster, but it is kind of weird because I was so zoomed in I didn't necessarily see that it was even loaded, but that is okay. I noticed with the maps it isn't necessarily the most graphically intensive thing ever, but it does kind of showcase the loading speeds, and it is kind of important to see because when you're loading something like that it is kind of important. Now with the flawlessphone.com, I have a huge problem with my website, so on both of these phones they're not going to load up properly, so I'm gonna go and try to fix a problem. But if I can't fix it, then I'm just gonna go ahead and start loading apple.com or something like that, because I can't just have speed tests and having problems like this. It's not okay with me. So this is the final video of this. If I have a problem with it, then I'm just gonna totally skip over this until I fix the problem, or I'm gonna load up apple.com or something like that, because this is ridiculous. My channel needs to be better than this. Now we load up Real Racing 3. Now this is one of those games that aren't necessarily the most graphically intensive things ever, but it is kind of important to see how crazy the improvements have been. And on iOS 12 beta 5 we saw a lot of improvements, but really when it comes down to the speed, I noticed these things are kind of the same when you're loading something graphically intensive like this. As you saw, it's almost the exact same speed, which is pretty cool to see. I wasn't expecting that. On beta 5 it does look like it does stutter a little bit more than on beta 4, but it is kind of weird that these open up almost the exact same time. And I didn't know this, but I guess the animations are different, because I think the one screen has showed a white car, and this screen you see how they show different color cars. I did not know that. I thought they'd all be the same color car, but that's kind of a random thing. But then we showed the multi-core score, and on iOS 12 beta 4 we had a score of 78,924, and on iOS 12 beta 5 a multi-core score of 81,262. So overall score and speed actually went up on iOS 12 beta 5. Do I notice it? Not necessarily. I don't think it's slower, but I don't think it's completely 100 times faster either. But like I said, these are betas, so anything could go wrong, and this is why I always say always stick to iOS 11 official version. Just stick with official version so far. Don't go with the iOS 12 betas yet, especially on your daily driver. Now if you have a side phone or something, then that's perfectly fine, but don't update to iOS 12 beta daily driver yet. But overall, my closing thoughts, I'm excited for it. iOS 12 is going to be sick. I think it's going to be a lot better than iOS 11, and I like how they're doing incremental improvements rather than just going balls to the walls and trying to get everything crazy going on. They're trying to ball out with it. But you know what, that's pretty much where I'm going to end it at. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. We are still giving away an iPhone 6s and an iPhone SE on this channel, and in order to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links are down in the description, so make sure you guys enter that. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.